Have you ever seen a doll with super big round eyes? Eyes that can change color like magic? Well, let me tell you all about a very special doll named Blythe. She is not just any doll. She is a fashion icon, a muse for artists, and a friend to many people all around the world. Blythe has a unique look that makes her stand out from all the other toys you might see on the shelves. Her story started a long time ago, way back in the early 1970s. It's a tale full of surprises, just like Blythe herself. Are you ready to hear all about her amazing journey? But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Hi, my name is Minda. I'm art teacher, mother of 3 beautiful babies, and 102 Blythes. I am a Blythe collector and customizer. Let's go into this fascinating story of the Blythe world. It's going to be so much fun to explore together. Blythe was first dreamed up by a very talented designer. Her name was Allison Katzman. Allison worked for a big toy company called Kenner. She wanted to create a doll that was different and exciting. She imagined a doll with a very expressive face, a face that could almost tell you stories just by looking at it. Allison gave Blythe her most famous feature, those incredible oversized eyes. These weren't just painted-on eyes, they were special mechanical eyes. This made Blythe truly one of a kind. She was designed to capture a sort of wistful, artistic look, which was very different for dolls back then. Creating Blythe was a big adventure in design. Think about it. Most dolls had sweet, smiling faces, but Blythe had a thoughtful, almost mysterious expression. Her head was quite large compared to her slender body. This gave her a very distinct and memorable silhouette. Allison Katzman and the team at Kenner worked hard. They wanted to make sure Blythe was perfect. They picked out special hair for her, in fun colors. They also designed tiny, fashionable clothes for her to wear. Every little detail was considered to make Blythe a star. She was truly a doll with a big personality. So when you first see a Blythe doll, you notice her right away. Her unique proportions and captivating gaze are just so cool. She doesn't look like your average baby doll or fashion doll. She has this artistic, almost vintage vibe that people find fascinating. Allison Katzman really created something special, didn't she? She gave the world a doll that was more than just a toy. Blythe was like a little piece of art, a tiny friend with a big, knowing look in her eyes. And that was just the beginning of her incredible story, a story that continues to unfold even today. Let's talk more about Blythe's most enchanting feature, her eyes. Oh, they are just so wonderful and truly magical. Imagine having eyes that could change color with a simple pull of a string. That's exactly what Blythe's eyes do. It's like she has a little bit of magic hidden inside her. One moment her eyes might be a beautiful, dreamy blue. Then, with a gentle tug on the string at the back of her head, click. They might turn a lovely warm green, or a thoughtful brown, or even a playful pink. It's so exciting to see which color will appear next. This makes her expressions change too. This eye mechanism is super clever. It's not just about the color changing from one to another. When the string is pulled, her eyes also close for a moment. Then they snap open to reveal a new color and a new direction for her gaze. Sometimes she looks straight ahead, full of curiosity. Other times her eyes might gaze off to the side, as if she's thinking about a secret adventure. Or perhaps she's looking at something interesting that only she can see. This makes playing with Blythe so much fun. You can imagine all sorts of stories and moods for her, just by changing her eyes. Think about how unique this was for a doll. Most dolls just have one eye color and one fixed gaze. But Blythe, oh, she was different right from the start. This ability to change her expression through her eyes gave her a dynamic quality. It made her feel more alive, more like a little companion with her own thoughts and feelings. Children could interact with her in a new way. They could match her eye color to her outfit or to the story they were playing out. It was a brilliant idea that made Blythe unforgettable, even if people didn't quite understand her at first. The eyes are truly the windows to Blythe's soul, as they say. They are so large and luminous, drawing you into her world. Whether they are sparkling blue, gentle green, warm brown, or pretty pink, they always hold a certain charm. This special feature is what many Blythe fans love most about her. It's what makes her so photogenic too. Photographers love capturing all her different looks. Those amazing color-changing eyes are a huge part of what makes Blythe, well, Blythe. They are a key to her enduring magic and her special place in our hearts. So picture this. It's the year 1972. Bell-bottom pants are groovy, and disco music is just starting to make people dance. This was the year that the Kenner Toy Company decided to introduce Blythe to the world. Kenner was a big name in toys. They had made lots of popular playthings before. They thought Blythe, with her unique look and those amazing color-changing eyes, would be a huge hit. They were really excited about her. They planned a big launch and hoped children everywhere would fall in love with this new artistic doll. What an exciting time it must have been for everyone involved in her creation. Kenner didn't just release one Blythe doll. Oh no, they created 4 different versions for her debut. Each one had her own special hairstyle and a super stylish outfit. There was a Blythe with a sassy blonde bob haircut. Another had long, flowing auburn hair. There was one with a cute, curly brunette look. And another with beautiful, dark, side-parted hair. They all had those signature big eyes, of course. Kenner also designed a whole wardrobe of tiny, fashionable clothes for Blythe. There were groovy dresses, cool pantsuits, and even fun accessories like hats and sunglasses. She was ready to take on the world in style. The company put a lot of effort into marketing Blythe. They made advertisements to show off her special features. They highlighted her color-changing eyes and her trendy outfits. They wanted kids to see how much fun it would be to play with her. Imagine seeing her on TV for the first time. A doll whose eyes could change with a pull of a string. It was a very new and different concept. Kenner hoped that Blythe's unique appearance would capture the imaginations of children. They believed she would become a beloved friend in many homes. They really put their heart into her launch. Blythe Dolls came in a pretty box, ready to be taken home. Inside, along with the doll, were instructions on how to change her eye colors. The boxes themselves were colorful and showed Blythe in different poses, looking fashionable and fun. Kenner also sold separate outfits and even little wigs, so you could change Blythe's hairstyle too. They really tried to make her a complete play experience. It was a bold move to introduce such an unconventional doll. But Kenner believed in Blythe. They hoped she would find her place in the toy chests and hearts of children everywhere during her first big adventure in 1972. Even though Blythe was so unique and Kenner tried hard, something surprising happened. Or rather, something didn't happen. Blythe Dolls didn't fly off the toy store shelves like everyone had hoped. It was a bit of a puzzle. Here was this doll with amazing eyes and cool clothes, but not many children were asking their parents to buy her. Maybe her look was a little too different for the time. Perhaps her large head and those big staring eyes seemed a bit strange to some people back in 1972. It's hard to say exactly why she wasn't an instant superstar. Some people think that Blythe's gaze, while captivating to us now, might have been a little unsettling for young children back then. Her eyes are very prominent, and perhaps they seem too intense. Or maybe her fashionable grown-up style wasn't what little kids were looking for in a doll to cuddle and care for. Toy trends can be very tricky. What one generation thinks is super cool, another might not understand right away. Blythe was definitely ahead of her time. She was an artistic doll in a world that was perhaps more used to simpler, sweeter-looking toys for little ones. So, sadly, after only about 1 year on the market, Kenner decided to stop making Blythe dolls. It must have been a disappointing moment for Allison Katzman and the team. They had poured so much creativity into her, but businesses have to make decisions based on sales, and Blythe just wasn't selling enough. So, the Blythe dolls that had been made were the last ones. Production lines stopped, and just like that, Blythe's first adventure in the toy world came to a rather quiet and abrupt end. She became a sort of forgotten doll, a little blip in toy history. For many, many years, Blythe dolls were not in stores anymore. They weren't being advertised. Most people forgot all about the doll with the big, color-changing eyes. Some of the original Blythe dolls ended up tucked away in attics or sold at garage sales for very little money. They became collector's items without many people even realizing it yet. It was like Blythe went into a long, deep sleep, just waiting for the right moment to wake up and shine again. Her initial journey was short, but little did anyone know, her story was far, far from over. A big surprise was waiting around the corner. A surprise comeback, Blythe Discovery. Years and years went by after Blythe dolls disappeared from stores. Then, something truly wonderful happened, and Gina Guerin was lucky enough to be part of it. Gina Guerin was a photographer. One day, a friend showed her a doll she had. It was a vintage Kenner Blythe. She had never seen anything like her before. She was instantly captivated. Those enormous eyes, that quirky little face, she just had so much personality. She knew right away that this doll was incredibly special. She just had to have one for herself. It felt like discovering a hidden treasure. She started looking for her own Blythe doll. It wasn't easy because they hadn't been made for such a long time, but she was determined. Eventually, she found one, and then another. Gina started taking pictures of her Blythe dolls. She would take Blythe with her everywhere. To the park, to the beach, on travels. Blythe became her little muse. Blythe looked so interesting in different settings with different light. Her changeable eyes made every photo unique. Gina loved dressing her up in tiny outfits and creating little scenes for her. Blythe was such a great model. She wasn't trying to start a trend or anything like that. She was just having a wonderful time with her new fascinating friend. She found her so inspiring. Her look was so different from other dolls. She had this cool, retro vibe, but also felt very modern and artistic. Gina wanted to share her unique charm with others. She thought, if she finds her so amazing, maybe other people will too. So, she decided to put together a book of her Blythe photographs. She wanted to show the world how expressive and fun she could be. It was a passion project, born out of her love for this quirky doll. Little did she know that this was the beginning of Blythe's incredible comeback. When she first encountered Blythe, was mostly a forgotten toy from the past. Only a handful of collectors knew about her, but her charm was undeniable. There was something about her gaze that just pulled you in. She was waiting for her second chance to shine, and Gina was so excited to help introduce her to a whole new generation of people. It felt like Blythe had chosen her to help tell her story, and she was more than happy to do it. Her discovery was just the spark she needed. This is Blythe, a book, a spark, a new craze. So Gina Guerin gathered all her favorite photographs of Blythe, pictures of her in all sorts of fun places and cool outfits. She put them all together into a book. She called it This is Blythe. It was published in the year 2000 by a company called Chronicle Books. She was so excited and a little bit nervous too. Would people like it? Would they understand why she thought this doll was so special? She really hoped the book would help people see Blythe the way she saw Blythe, as a unique, artistic, and incredibly charming little character. It was her way of sharing Blythe's magic. And guess what? People loved it. The book This is Blythe became a huge hit. It flew off the shelves in bookstores. Suddenly, people all over the world were seeing Blythe, many for the very first time. They were fascinated by her big eyes, her stylish poses in her photos, and her overall quirky appeal. The book showed Blythe not just as a toy, but as a personality, a tiny model with a lot of attitude. It sparked a massive new interest in these vintage dolls. Everyone wanted to know more about this mysterious doll from the 1970s. The success of This is Blythe was amazing. It led to something even more exciting. New Blythe dolls started being produced. A Japanese toy company called Takara saw how much people loved Blythe after Gina's book came out. They decided to start making new versions of her, inspired by the original Kenner dolls but with a modern twist. These new dolls were called Neo Blythes. They were an instant sensation, especially in Japan, where Blythe became a huge fashion icon. It was like Blythe was waking up from her long sleep, ready for a brand new adventure, all thanks to a little book of photographs. It just goes to show that sometimes, things that weren't popular at first can have a wonderful second chance. Blythe's story is a perfect example of that. Gina's book helped to reintroduce Blythe to the world, and people were finally ready for her unique charm. From being a forgotten toy, she became a global phenomenon. Collectors started searching for vintage Kenner Blythes again, and their value went up, up, up. And the new Takara Blythes opened up a whole new world of fun for fans old and new. It was the beginning of the Blythe craze that continues to this day. Blythe around the world, a global superstar. After the This is Blythe book came out and Takara started making new Blythe dolls, something incredible happened. Blythe didn't just become popular in one place, she became a star all around the globe. It was like the whole world suddenly discovered how cool she was. People in Japan absolutely adored her. She became a huge fashion trend there. You could find Blythe on merchandise, in magazines, and even in advertisements. Japanese artists and designers loved her unique aesthetic. They created amazing outfits and accessories for her, showcasing her as a tiny, stylish icon. It was a Blythe boom! But it wasn't just Japan. Blythe's charm spread far and wide. Collectors and fans popped up in the United States, across Europe, in Australia, and so many other countries. Online communities started to form where people could share pictures of their dolls, talk about their collections, and trade tips on fashion and customization. It was amazing to see how this little doll could bring so many different people together. They all shared a common love for Blythe's quirky beauty and her expressive eyes. She became a truly international sensation, connecting people across cultures and languages. One of the reasons Blythe became so popular worldwide is her versatility. She can be anything you want her to be. With different outfits, hairstyles, and those amazing changeable eyes, she can portray so many moods and characters. This makes her incredibly appealing to creative people. Photographers love her, fashion designers love her, and artists love her. She's like a blank canvas, ready to be transformed. This adaptability helped her fit into many different cultures and appeal to a wide range of tastes. She wasn't just a doll, she was an inspiration. Today there are Blythe conventions and meetups held in various cities around the world. Imagine rooms full of Blythe fans, all sharing their beautiful dolls, their custom creations, and their passion for Blythe. It's a vibrant and friendly community. People travel from different countries just to attend these events. It shows how much Blythe means to her fans. From a forgotten toy in the 1970s to a global superstar today, Blythe has truly made her mark on the world. She proves that being unique and a little bit different can be a wonderful thing, celebrated by people everywhere. Making her special. The magic of custom Blythes. One of the most exciting things about the world of Blythe is something called customizing. What does that mean? Well, it means taking a Blythe doll and changing her to make her even more unique and special, just the way you want her. It's like giving her a personal makeover. Fans and artists around the world love to customize Blythe dolls. They see her as a beautiful canvas. They use their creativity and skills to transform her into a one-of-a-kind work of art. It's a huge part of why Blythe is so beloved in the doll community. Why do people customize Blythes? Well, it's super fun and incredibly creative. Some people want a Blythe that looks exactly like a character they imagined. Others want to experiment with different artistic styles. Customizing allows you to change her hair, her makeup, the shape of her face, and even her eye chips. Those are the colored parts of her eyes. You can give her a sweet smile, a pouty lip, or a thoughtful expression. The possibilities are almost endless. It's a way for people to express their artistic talents and create a doll that is truly their own. There are so many talented Blythe customizers out there. Some are famous in the Blythe community for their incredible skills. These artists can take a standard Blythe doll and turn her into something breathtaking. They might carve her lips and nose to give her a different expression. They might give her a whole new face-up, which is like doll makeup, with delicate eyelashes and tiny painted freckles. They might reroute her hair with beautiful new colors and textures, like soft mohair or silky alpaca wool. Each custom doll tells a story and reflects the artist's unique vision. The process of customizing can be very detailed. Artists use tiny tools, special paints, and a lot of patience. They might change the doll's body to one that can bend and pose in more ways. They often create stunning handmade outfits and accessories to complete the doll's new look. When you see a custom Blythe, you're seeing hours of love and artistry poured into her. It's what makes these dolls so precious and sought after by collectors. Customizing has taken Blythe beyond being just a toy. It has elevated her to an art form, celebrated for its creativity and beauty. Your Blythe, your story. The joy of collecting and creating. So as you can see, Blythe dolls are much more than just playthings. They are little companions, fashion models, and tiny works of art. Whether you love the original vintage Kenner Blythes, the modern Takara Neo Blythes, or the amazing custom creations, there's a Blythe out there for everyone. Collecting Blythe dolls can be such a joyful hobby. Each doll has her own personality, and building a collection is like gathering a group of unique friends. People love to display their dolls, take photos of them, and share them with others who understand their special charm. It's a hobby that sparks so much happiness. The Blythe community is also a wonderful part of the experience. It's full of kind, creative, and enthusiastic people from all over the world. They connect online, sharing pictures of their dolls, discussing new releases, and admiring each other's custom work. There are forums, social media groups, and even real-life meetups where fans can get together. It's a place where friendships are made, all centered around the love for this one special doll. Imagine sharing your newest Blythe outfit or a photo you took with people who are just as excited about it as you are. It's a very supportive and fun environment. And if you're feeling creative, Blythe offers so many ways to express yourself. You can design and sew tiny clothes for her. You can try your hand at simple customizations like changing her eye chips or giving her a new wig. You can set up little scenes and take beautiful photographs of her. Blythe inspires so much creativity. She encourages you to tell stories, to explore fashion, and to develop new artistic skills. Playing with Blythe isn't just about having a doll. It's about creating, imagining, and sharing. She truly brings out the artist in so many people, young and old. Blythe's journey, from her quiet start in 1972 to her global stardom today, is a truly amazing story. She teaches us that being different is beautiful, and that sometimes, the things that are a bit unusual are the things that capture our hearts the most. Her big eyes reflect a world of imagination and endless possibilities. Whether you have one Blythe or 100, or even if you just admire her from afar, she has a way of bringing a little bit of magic into your life. Blythe's story is still unfolding, and her ongoing popularity shows that her unique charm will continue to enchant people for many, many years to come. What a doll! Did you like this video? Subscribe and support our channel. See you on next Blythe World Adventure. Bye!